Part 2 of The Girl Raised in Silence. Please give me a follow for more updates, like, comment and share. I love you.
Chimamanda did not speak for 3 days after the house's anger. She sat on her mat, her eyes wide, watching shadows move in strange shapes across the cracked walls of the Okoro compound. At night, the walls whispered again. But this time, the whispers were not gentle. Speak, or the darkness will take you. Your voice is ours, yet we will punish you if you try. Chimamanda shivered. She had never felt fear like this. Not even when Papa Nnamdi's belt left marks on her back. This was older, deeper, spiritual. Mama Ifeoma noticed. She had begun to avoid the house itself, sleeping in the small kitchen, where the walls were thinner, the floors cooler. But the house was patient. And it was hungry. The next morning, Mama Ifeoma returned to Dibia East, the village diviner. She trembled with a mix of fear and desperation. Dibia, something evil lives in my house, she said. Her voice cracked. It is not just the men, it is the walls, it is the family.
It is walls,
Chimamanda, she is not normal. Dibia East shook his head. His long white beard brushed his chest. Your great-grandfather made a pact, he said slowly. A pact that silenced women in the house, so that men could rule without challenge. Every daughter, every wife, every girl born here carries the curse. They are born to obey, or die. Mama Ifeoma gasped. Die. Yes. The house will not allow the voices of women. Those who resist, those who speak, will be punished. First the body, then the mind, then the soul. He paused. His eyes darkened. Chimamanda is strong. She can survive. But the house will test her. And if she fails... He shook his head again. Then it will claim her. And every girl after her will be next. That night, Chimamanda was sent to sweep the compound. Papa Nnamdi had gone to the market, Chijioke was playing with friends, and Mama Ifeoma was kneeling over a pot of yam porridge. The house waited. Chimamanda's broom scratched the floor softly. The shadows of the mud walls twisted around her, long and dark, almost like arms. Then the whisper came, louder than before. Say your name. Chimamanda froze. She tried. Nothing. Only a small sound, like a broken wind, escaped. Not enough, the walls hissed. She fell to her knees. Tears streamed down her face. She had no words. Only a silent scream clawing her throat. Then, from the corner of the courtyard, a figure appeared. A woman. Her skin pale as ash. Her lips sealed with red thread. Her eyes wide and empty. Chimamanda gasped silently. The woman moved closer, floating as if she had no feet. You cannot speak yet, she said without words. The house carried her voice. The men made this place. The men rule here. They will not let you take your voice. Not tonight. Not ever. Chimamanda trembled. But something stirred inside her. The next day, Mama Ifeoma begged Dibia East for a ritual. He agreed, but warned it would be dangerous. You must face the spirits, he said. You must call the women who were silenced. Only then will Chimamanda have a chance. That evening, Mama Ifeoma gathered herbs, palm nuts, and bitter kola. She lit a fire in the courtyard. Chimamanda knelt before the flames. The shadows of the Okoro house stretched long, and the walls seemed to lean toward her. Then the first spirit appeared. Her name was Adiz, Papa Nnamdi's grandmother. She had been buried alive for speaking against her husband. She floated with her mouth sewn shut, a rope of blood around her neck. Do not speak, she whispered, or the house whispered for her. Do not fight. The house kills those who resist. Chimamanda shook her head. Tears ran down silently. She could feel the house breathing in her chest, pushing her down. Fight, another spirit whispered from the darkness. It was Amarachi, the mother who died when Chimamanda was 3, beaten for trying to defend her daughter. Fight, or all of us will remain trapped forever. The air grew cold. The fire flickered. The house groaned. That night, Chimamanda could not sleep. She lay on her mat, eyes wide open, staring at the ceiling. The shadows of the walls moved closer. They twisted into shapes of women she did not know, but somehow recognized. Mothers, aunts, daughters, all silenced, all watching. Why do you stay silent? A voice hissed from everywhere. Why do you obey? Chimamanda's heart pounded. She tried to cry out. Nothing. The house shook. The lamps blew out. The wind outside screamed. Then the floor cracked beneath her bed. A deep hollow opened, and the smell of earth and rot filled the room. The spirits of silenced women began to rise. They circled Chimamanda. One reached out and touched her throat. You will speak, it said, but not before the house decides you are worthy. Papa Namdi began to notice changes. Plates cracked without falling. Shadows moved against the walls, even when no one was there. Connor screamed at night, claiming someone was pulling his hair. Chimamanda said nothing. Mama Ifioma could see the danger. She whispered to her daughter. Your voice is inside you, Chimamanda. It is yours. But the house, it wants control. Do not give it your fear. Do not let it win. The house had always ruled. But now, it faced a challenge it had not expected, a girl who could see it. A girl who could feel the spirits. A girl who might fight. The air grew thick with anticipation. And that night, the first terrible test came. Chimamanda was sent to sweep the compound again. The broom felt heavy. Her legs felt heavy. The walls whispered. Speak now. Speak or die. The shadows moved faster than ever before. One shadow leaped from the wall, a long arm of darkness. It wrapped around Chimamanda's throat. She fell to the ground, struggling silently. The spirits of the women hovered, their sewn lips glowing red. They could not save her. They could only watch. Her mind screamed words, but her mouth would not move. Then, she remembered Mama Ifeoma's words. Your voice is inside you. Chimamanda clenched her fist. She closed her eyes. She reached inside herself, not with her mouth, but with her spirit. A small sound erupted from her chest. It was tiny, barely audible. But it was hers. The shadow recoiled. The walls shook. Chimamanda gasped, and this time, the house listened. After that night, the spirits gathered around her. You have begun, Adi said. But this is only the beginning. The house will test you again. And next time, it may not be just you. Amarachi's voice followed. Your brother, your father, they will not understand. They will see your voice as a curse, not a gift. Be ready. Chimamanda nodded silently. She felt her throat ache, her chest burn, but she was alive. The house did not like that. The walls groaned in anger. But the shadows receded, for now. The first battle was over. But the war had just begun.